We get into a whoop-de-woo. He stomped me out. Then he had me bark on a live stream. Like, I don't know when the last time I humiliated myself like that.
Nah. Oh, damn. Oh, nah, what?
You know what's wild? Blueface couldn't even stay out of trouble for a full week. The man walked out of prison after almost 2 years, and in just 72 hours, he managed to create more chaos than most people do in a lifetime. We're talking live stream breakups, physical confrontations, emotional breakdowns, and drama so intense that people are genuinely worried about what's coming next. And here's the thing, nobody who's been paying attention is even remotely surprised. So let me set the scene for you. While Blue was locked up, he had 3 different women in his life. First, there's Jaidyn Alexis, his original baby mama. Then there's Chrisean Rock, his other baby mama, and probably the most unpredictable person in this entire story. And finally, there's Angela, the woman who became his girlfriend while he was behind bars. All 3 of them thought they had some kind of future with him. All 3 of them were dead wrong, and what happened when he got out is honestly crazier than anything you could script for a reality show. Blue's very first move as a free man, he went live on social media and dumped Angela in front of thousands of people.
Angela, you pissing me off right now. Since you care so much about what the your people think and what they're telling you, oh, you did this, you hear me? Held it down. But I'm out now. Now you're gonna have to do a little bit more.
Just let that sink in for a second. This woman stuck by him through his entire prison sentence. She wrote him letters, she sent support, she waited for him when apparently nobody else would. And how does Blue thank her for all that loyalty? He hops on a live stream and tells the entire internet that being around her frustrates him. He literally said he's back out here looking for something serious, completely erasing her like those 2 years meant absolutely nothing. The level of disrespect was actually stunning to watch. But here's what really gets me about this situation. Blue could have handled this privately. He could have shown even the smallest amount of respect for someone who held him down. Instead, he chose the most brutal, most public way imaginable to end things. He wanted everyone watching to know that Angela didn't matter anymore now that he had his freedom back. People in the comments were shocked at how cold he was being, and if you know anything about Blue's history with women, you already know this is just how he operates. This was only day 1, and Angela's nightmare was just getting started.
So I'm giving a warning. Just like how that... See, look, I ain't even finna go there. I got bitches on my back. No, y'all cannot see the baby. Don't hit my phone. We not cool. Worry about yourself. Because that's what you bitch. People like that, they deserve to be in a grave or in jail.
Now, while all this is happening, Chrisean Rock is watching from the sidelines, and you already know she's not about to let Blue have any peace. Blue's trying to have this wholesome family moment with Jaidyn, their kids, and his mom, Carlissa. Sweet, right? Wrong. Chrisean pulls up out of nowhere with her phone out, already live streaming, before she even gets close. This wasn't some random coincidence or accidental meeting. She wanted confrontation, she wanted drama, and most importantly, she wanted everyone online to witness whatever was about to go down. The woman literally showed up to ruin a family moment and broadcast it to the world. When Jaidyn realized what was happening and came to get her kids away from the chaos, things got intense fast. Chrisean became aggressive, trying to get at Jaidyn right there in front of the children. Security guards had to physically step in to keep the situation from exploding, and Chrisean even went after them just to get through. Imagine being one of those kids watching your parents' drama unfold on a live stream that thousands of strangers are commenting on in real time. That's the kind of thing that sticks with you forever. And honestly, it's heartbreaking to think about. But Chrisean wasn't done. Not even close. She got on social media a few hours later and started going off on Jaidyn with post after post. She accused her of being broke, of being bitter, of taking Blue's kids just to turn around and demand money from him. According to Chrisean's version of the story, Blue left Jaidyn set up with a whole career, a car, expensive jewelry, basically everything she needed. Meanwhile, Chrisean claims she got nothing despite having Blue's son. She painted this picture where Jaidyn abandoned Blue in prison and did nothing for him, then had the audacity to ask for $1,000 through his mom the second he got home. Chrisean was putting Jaidyn on blast, trying to make her look like the villain while positioning herself as the loyal one who stuck around when times got tough. Here's where it gets good though. Jaidyn came back with receipts, and I'm not talking about vague screenshots. She posted concrete proof that she sent Blue care packages every single week he was locked up. Every single week. She showed bank statements proving she sent him $500 weekly for his commissary. She posted evidence of paying his court fees and handling his legal expenses. The receipts completely destroyed everything Chrisean had just said. Jaidyn had been holding Blue down financially and emotionally the entire time, and now everyone could see the truth laid out in black and white. Jaidyn also clapped back at Chrisean for making posts that sounded threatening, pointing out that she was putting things in writing that could be used against her later. She mentioned that Chrisean's still asking to crash at other people's places, despite acting like she's got it all together, that Chrisean's kid is still using toys and furniture that Jaidyn bought. Then she explained why she took her children back. Someone she didn't approve of was around them without her permission, and as a mother, she had every right to remove her kids from that situation. She didn't say the name directly, but everyone reading knew exactly who she meant. The response was surgical, calculated, and backed up with proof instead of just emotions. While Jaidyn and Chrisean are tearing into each other online, Blue decides to throw both of them under the bus completely. He jumps on social media claiming both women abandoned him in prison, that neither of them really had his back when he needed them most. He's out here acting like the victim, saying he'll never forget who left him there, and making it clear that neither Jaidyn nor Chrisean will ever get back with him. The audacity is unreal because this man literally created this entire mess himself, played both sides, and now wants to act shocked that everyone's upset. Jaidyn saw what he posted and chose not to respond. She'd already shown her receipts, proven her loyalty, and didn't feel the need to keep defending herself. But Chrisean had a lot to say, and what came next shocked a lot of people watching this unfold. Chrisean posted photos showing injuries she claims came from Blue. Visible marks and damage that she says resulted from a serious physical altercation between them. She opened up about still dealing with the physical effects of what happened, talking about ongoing pain and problems, and then she went deeper, bringing up how Blue treated their son Junior. She talked about how he posted embarrassing videos of Junior for internet clout, how he publicly distanced himself from the child even though Junior is his biological son, how he never gave the kid a real chance at having a father. She called Blue manipulative and harmful, saying she thought prison might have changed him into a better person. But she realized he was just putting on an act the whole time, pretending to be different to get what he wanted from her. The pain in her posts was real. This wasn't just anger. This was someone who kept going back, hoping things would be different, and kept getting hurt. Chrisean also pointed out the hypocrisy of Blue moving on with Angela while still expecting Chrisean to pay his bills and stay loyal. She asked why she would financially support someone who's publicly disrespecting her while expecting her help behind the scenes. The post showed someone who genuinely cared about Blue and kept getting disappointed over and over again. Then came the airport situation that had everyone legitimately concerned. Chrisean went live while waiting for her flight, and she was crying intensely, completely falling apart emotionally in front of thousands of viewers. She was expressing extreme anger toward Blue, saying things that showed just how unstable she was feeling in that moment. She was talking about consequences, mixing religious language with angry outbursts, creating this confusing and concerning mix. She'd talk about divine protection in one breath and express extreme negative feelings in the next. The contradiction showed just how emotionally conflicted and unstable the situation had become. People watching started getting nervous because they remembered what happened with Chrisean's ex-boyfriend Ronnie. Here's the backstory if you don't know. Ronnie publicly claimed that Junior was actually his son, not Blue's. He went on social media talking about being the real father, making a big deal about it. Then, shortly after making these claims public, Ronnie passed away under circumstances that raised a lot of questions. There's been speculation and unverified rumors floating around the internet about what really happened, but nothing's ever been proven. It's all just theories and talk. Still, the timing was suspicious enough that people haven't forgotten about it. So now, seeing Chrisean have this intense breakdown and express such extreme emotions toward Blue and Angela, people started genuinely worrying about how far this situation might escalate. And their concerns turned out to be justified, because what happened next is exactly what everyone feared. Angela, the woman who supported Blue through his entire prison sentence, the woman who got dumped on livestream, ended up in a physical confrontation. Reports and videos started circulating, showing that Chrisean was involved in the altercation, and there are claims that Blue was present too. Think about that for a second. Angela thought she'd finally get to be with the man she waited for, and instead, she ends up getting attacked within days of him coming home. Chrisean apparently blamed Angela for how Blue treated her. Like Angela somehow influenced Blue's behavior and caused all the problems in their relationship, so she directed all her frustration and anger toward Angela, someone who was probably just as confused and hurt by this whole mess as everyone else. But here's the reality. Angela didn't create Blue's problematic behavior. He's had these patterns with women long before Angela was ever in the picture. Chrisean just needed someone to blame for Blue's actions, and Angela became the target simply because she existed in his life at the wrong time. The confrontation itself was brutal to watch. Reports say Angela was humiliated during the incident, treated terribly in front of people and cameras, similar to how Blue had publicly embarrassed her when he ended their relationship on livestream. It's like this pattern of cruelty just keeps repeating itself, with different people taking turns being the victim. Angela came into Blue's life trying to be supportive and caring, and this is what she got for her loyalty and dedication. The internet's reaction has been all over the place. Some people are calling out the violence and questioning why Angela got dragged into this nightmare when she was just trying to support someone she cared about. Others are saying Angela should have known better, that Blue's messy history is public knowledge and she should have stayed away. But here's the thing, regardless of anyone's relationship choices, nobody deserves to be physically attacked and publicly humiliated like that. There's no excuse for handling conflicts with violence and aggression. What's really got people upset though is Junior, the innocent child stuck in the middle of all this chaos. Comments started flooding in, pointing out that while Chrisean's on social media arguing and getting into physical confrontations, her son needs stability and professional support to deal with all this dysfunction. Another viral comment said it perfectly, this situation is getting scary and someone needs to protect that baby from all of this. Junior's literally watching his parents fight publicly, seeing violence and aggression treated as normal responses to problems, growing up in an environment where conflict is constant and loyalty means nothing. That kid's going to need serious therapy to process everything he's witnessed. And that's what makes this whole situation so much worse than just regular celebrity drama. There's a pattern here that's impossible to ignore. Blue treats every woman in his life like they're disposable, like they exist only to serve his needs. And then he acts surprised when everything falls apart. He dismissed Angela after she supported him through almost 2 years behind bars, showing basically no gratitude whatsoever. He publicly disrespected Jaidyn despite her sending him money every week, paying his legal bills, and taking care of their children. He allegedly hurt Chrisean physically and caused her lasting injuries, but still expected her to stay loyal and supportive. All three women are now caught in this toxic cycle where nobody wins and everyone gets hurt, while a child watches it all happen in real time. The confrontations, the social media wars, the public humiliation, millions of people are watching all of this unfold online like it's entertainment. And here's what's really crazy. Nobody involved seems capable of just walking away. Nobody can recognize that this situation is beyond saving and actively dangerous for everyone, especially that child. Blue's been home for less than a week, and it's already crystal clear that his time in prison changed absolutely nothing about how he treats people or the destruction he leaves behind. If anything, he came back worse. More entitled, more willing to damage every relationship, more willing to hurt everyone who supported him when he had nothing. But the real tragedy isn't the drama or even the violence. It's Junior growing up watching all of this. Learning that this is what love looks like, that this is how people who claim to care about each other actually treat one another. That child's going to carry this trauma for years, and right now not a single adult in his life seems focused on protecting him from the chaos they keep creating. Everyone's too busy fighting, blaming each other, and getting into conflicts to think about the long-term damage being done to an innocent kid who never asked for any of this. Until someone finally puts that child first, this cycle is just going to keep repeating with more people getting hurt, more drama getting broadcast online, and more damage being done to everyone involved. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to not miss any of the celebrity gossip. Thanks for watching.